Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Dear viewers, in this video, I am going to talk to you about two semiconductor industry stocks that I believe should be on your watch list. But before that, here is a primer on this humble component. With circuits that are 1,000 of width of human hair, chips more than make up for their miniature size with the huge capital investments they require. As per an article in Wall Street Journal, an advanced chip plant could cost more than a modern aircraft carrier or a nuclear power plant. China is the world's largest semiconductor manufacturer and supplier. With China plus one gaining trend and the growing need of chips and self reliance, the global governments in the US and Europe are allocating more funds to incentivize and ensure the self reliance in the industry. Now, global chip giants like TSMC in Taiwan, Samsung Electronics of South Korea, and Intel are having aggressive plans to meet the growing long term demand for chips. So, why have semiconductor chips, rather their shortage, taken a center stage in the post COVID economy? Well, you see, semiconductor chips are some of the key components in electronics, digital, and tech industry. When the world was in the grip of the pandemic and virtual was the only way to exist, the demand for chips soared. The supply amid lockdown never matched up and fell short of the drastic surge in demand. However, this was not just a temporary phenomenon. With the penetration of Internet of Things, 5G, automation, robotics, EVs, and semi autonomous vehicles, the demand for chips is likely to rise exponentially. Well, to be honest, at present, India's semiconductor industry is still at a nascent stage. A good way to look at it is that it has a huge runway ahead of it, and early investors in the theme could benefit. In India, the semiconductor industry is expected to grow 4x in the next 4 years. The policymakers have realized its importance and are taking steps to develop it, including introducing PLI schemes. Semiconductor fab units, display units, and designing companies have been offered subsidies of up to 30% to 50% of the project cost and incentives based on sales and product deployment. India's semicon program is estimated to be worth rupees 760 billion. So, are there any stocks in the semiconductor space that could ride these trends? Well, I believe the viewers interested in this theme should start making a list of companies that are playing this theme directly and indirectly, and they should track their own semiconductor index. Now, there are a few companies that I can think of putting on India's semiconductor index. The list includes well known names like Tata Elxsi, HCL Tech, Dixon Technologies, and Vedanta for its JV with Foxconn and plan to set up chip making plants. However, I'm sure you're familiar with the mainstream names. For today's video, there are two specific companies that I would like to draw your attention to. Their fundamentals seem healthy and valuations not so expensive. And while I would strongly recommend you to not treat them as recommendations, I believe it will be good to have these two microcaps on your watch list. The first is Chemcon Specialty, a chemical manufacturing company. It is the only Indian company and the third largest in the world to make a chemical HMDS. High purity HMDS has potential use in the semiconductor electronics industry, among other end applications. The company derives close to 50% revenues from this product. It is sold both in domestic and export markets. It is also the largest global manufacturer of CMIC, which is used in pharma industry for anti-AIDS, anti-hepatitis, and other antiviral drugs, making the business quite diversified. The company stands to gain from China plus one as these chemicals are primarily imported in the economy for now. The second on my list is ASM Technologies. The company is into ER&D, that is engineering, research and design space. It is in the process of expanding its service offerings and is forayed into areas of virtual reality, Internet of Things, and open edX platform management. The company has a 50-50 JV with HHV Group. It is going to be country's first state-of-the-art semiconductor-focused equipment manufacturing facility. This will include services in designing and manufacturing semiconductor tools, subsystems, system components, and providing field support. The management considers it a key growth vertical. Now, apart from semiconductors, it caters to high tech, medical equipment, automotive, aerospace, enterprising storage, and networking, consumer electronics, etc., and so on. Through its arm ASM Ventures, it also makes strategic minority investments in early stage tech companies in India and abroad. Now, the reasons I focused on these two companies are their decent financial performance and valuations that do not look expensive. However, I would strongly recommend you to keep a track of all the names in the index that I shared on the first slide. With this, I've come to the end of the video. Hope you found it useful. Do let me know through your comments, likes, and feedback if you did. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.